Hi, I'm Peter with ECCO Manufacturing. Today, I'm going to cover some of the basics of installing the ECCO B-Vent system, including the twist lock connection of our pipe and fittings, the 90-degree adjustable elbow, B-Vent rain cap, support systems, and B-Vent adapters. These tips will apply for 3 to 8 inch diameter ECCO B-Vent. ECCO's B-Vent twist lock is simple and easy to assemble. On the male end of every ECCO pipe or fitting, you'll find 4 notches. On the female end, you'll find 4 corresponding dimples. To make the connection, simply find any one of the 4 dimples and align it with any one of the 4 notches, slide together until seated, and rotate 90 degrees until it stops. The connection will now be locked. If there is a need to disassemble the connection, simply rotate 90 degrees in the opposite direction. Once these 2 dimples are aligned, you can pull the connection apart. To recap, align the dimple with the notch. Once seated, rotate 90 degrees and it will be locked. And that is how to assemble ECCO's B-Vent twist lock. ECCO's B-Vent 90-degree adjustable elbow is fully adjustable from 0 to 90 degrees. This allows for simple changes in direction and offsets around existing construction. To adjust the elbow, simply rotate the 2 center gores in opposite directions until the desired angle is achieved. By rotating the gores in opposite directions, this will ensure the elbow remains straight. If more angle is required, simply adjust the center gores some more. If you need to set the elbow back to 90 degrees, find the narrowest portion of each gore and align. Once aligned, the elbow should be back to 90 degrees. And that is how to adjust an ECCO B-Vent 90-degree adjustable elbow. Here is a quick tip to allow for easier adjustability of the elbow. Always grasp and handle the elbow by its sturdy Galvalume outer liner and avoid holding the inner aluminum liner while turning the gores. By doing so, it makes the elbow easier to adjust and reduces risk of damage to the elbow. The ECCO B-Vent rain cap is also simple and easy to install and utilizes a locking system similar to the one found on the pipes and fittings. On the B-Vent cap, you'll find 4 large dimples on the aluminum collar. I've marked them in red for the purpose of this video to make them more visible. The recommended method for installing the ECCO cap is to find any one of the 4 large dimples and align with any one of the 4 notches on the pipe or fitting. Once aligned, you can insert the cap and seat it. Once seated, rotate about 45 degrees. By rotating the cap 45 degrees, you have misaligned the dimples from the notches and therefore lock the cap into position. If you need to remove the cap, rotate the cap back to line the dimples up with the notches and the cap will be removable. To recap, align any one of the large dimples with any one of the 4 notches, slide the cap in, seat it, rotate about 45 degrees, and that is the recommended method for installing the ECCO B-Vent rain cap. A secondary, less recommended method for installing the ECCO B-Vent rain cap is to snap it in. To snap the cap in, you don't necessarily need to align the dimples with the notches. Just simply put the cap in. Once it's started, with a reasonable amount of force, should just snap into place. The important thing to note when snapping the cap into place is to ensure that once installed, the dimples are not aligned with the notches, because if they are, the cap will be in the unlocked position. Again, if you need to remove the cap, align the dimples with the notches and the cap will come out. So, insert the cap. Once it's started, snap it into place. Another important thing to note is to be mindful of the downward force exerted on the B-Vent rain cap when snapping it in. This force could be carried through the B-Vent pipe and could compromise the system below the roofline, especially if it is yet to be supported. And that is a secondary method of installing the ECCO B-Vent rain cap. This diagram further illustrates the need to support the B-Vent system and why to avoid excessive downward force to snap the cap into place. If the B-Vent system has already been installed and connected to an appliance, the end of the B-Vent is fixed. When a downward force is applied to the cap, the force could transmit through the vertical pipe. Because the other end of the vent system is fixed, this force could cause a considerable amount of torque on any elbows, joints, or other fittings. Although all ECCO B-Vent is manufactured to strict quality standards and is designed with strength in mind, proper use of support systems, which I will cover later in this tutorial, will significantly reduce risk of damaging the B-Vent system. ECCO's B-Vent system requires support for every 30 feet of vertical installation. The B-Vent system can typically be supported in two different ways. The first way is using a support plate and support ring. The support plate slides over top of the B-Vent, has these 4 spacers to maintain a 1-inch clearance to combustibles as required for ECCO B-Vent, and has pre-punched screw holes to screw this easily to existing construction such as a joist. The ring then slides over top of the B-Vent, is clamped to it, and will rest on the plate. So to install, simply pass the pipe through the plate. Once in position, slide the clamp ring over top. Using simple tools, the clamp ring can be tightened, and now the B-Vent system will be fully supported. In an installation where the ECCO B-Vent support plate and support ring cannot be used, such as right below the roofline, hanger strap or plumber's multi-purpose strapping can be used to support the B-Vent system. To do so, locate the rectangular pocket found on any B-Vent pipe or fitting. Slide your hanger strap all the way into the pocket, then fold over on itself. Now, take the other end and fasten it to some existing construction, such as the underside of the roof. And that is how to support ECCO B-Vent with hanger strap. ECCO supplies a variety of UL certified B-Vent adapters to adapt from ECCO B-Vent to other major manufacturers of B-Vent, including the style with the locking ring. An example is this female sleeve adapter. To install it, find any one of the 4 dimples on the female end and align it with any one of the 4 notches on the male end of the pipe or fitting. Once seated, rotate about 90 degrees to lock it into place. Next, take your other manufacturer's B-Vent and slide it into the sleeve end of the fitting. Once seated, ensure that the inner liner of the other manufacturer's B-Vent has not been damaged or compromised in any way. Once we've done that, we can use a screwdriver and tighten the clamp on the sleeve. Once tight, we have successfully and securely adapted ECCO B-Vent to another major manufacturer's B-Vent. I hope this tutorial was helpful. For more information and downloadable versions of our B-Vent installation instructions, please visit ECCO B-Vent.com. Thanks for watching.